Hello, everyone. It is Zakia, and we are back for another Super Soap Sunday. So, if you're interested in seeing how we go about cutting this 30-pound batch of soap, and then also making another 30-pound batch of soap, and hopefully taking some pictures to update the website, stick around. Let me just see if I can get one thing to play while I check for where we land. Okay, it looks like we did land where I was expecting us to. I do see a thumbs up there. So I'm going to go a little bit out of order today because I do need to mix up the lye solution so it has a chance for the temperature to come down just a little bit. So we're going to mix the lye solution first. And then after we mix the lye solution, I'm going to show you how we go about cutting our 30-pound batch into slabs. We're going to take some pictures of that, and then we're going to cut it down into individual bars. And then from there, what we're going to do is go ahead and make our lemongrass soap in the same mold. I have already measured out the ingredients for the lemongrass soap, so hopefully that won't take as much time. We have the lemongrass essential oil over there. We have about 22 ounces of lemongrass, almost about 30, almost 4 cups of the lemongrass essential oil here. You're never measuring cups. That was weighed, but I just wanted to mention that's already been measured out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started just because I don't want you guys here all night on a Sunday. But if you are tuning in for the first time, or you're one of those people who only watches when we're on a replay, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're somebody who has been here before, you know you are inaugurally a part of Soap Nation, and you are always welcome. My name is Zakia Ringgold of Live Soap School, where you're wondering, well, what the heck is Live Soap School? Live Soap School is where we come to you live and make soap talk. And I always feel like I have to spell out soap, SOAP, right? Because some people think I say soup, some people think I say silk, but I am saying soap that you bathe with, that you clean your body with, and all of that. So who do we have? Marnice, let's see. Will that show up? Yes, it will. Hello. It's Drea. Well, hi, Drea. Is that my Drea or another Drea? Like my Drea is the Drea in Vegas. But if that's you, hey girl, how are you? All right, so I'm stirring this up pretty quickly. And what we're doing is this is known as a lye solution. A lot of people who come through Live Soap School are petrified of this lye solution. And I'm hoping that you get a chance to see that as long as you are careful, meaning you wear your gloves and your goggles, you don't stand directly over it and inhale the fumes, you will be okay. Try not to have any kids running around because this is very, very caustic. It will burn your skin if it falls or splashes on you. So you want to be very careful about that. And what we're doing is we are mixing both the lye and the water so that we can get a almost clear solution. So I stir it. It never goes completely clear while I am stirring it. But after I let it sit for a little bit, it does go clear. So I had my water already measured out. I had the lye already measured out, and I just combined the two. Carla is here. Hey, girl. How you doing? I know, long time no see. It's been 7 days. So I'm trying to at least go live twice a week. You know, before I used to go live every single day. I can tell you the way my life is set up, that's probably never going to happen again. But if I can get it to twice a week, and then that way I can still be here on social media, hanging out with all of you, and then I can also get my actual work done because when I live stream, the time to production goes way down. I can probably do about 3 of what I'm doing if I was not live streaming. So, that's how that goes. It's your Vegas, Drea. I'm on my husband's account. Oh, I got it. And then Carla's laughing at me. I'm so serious. I'm so, so serious. Drea's going to hurt me. I'm going to show you guys the soap cutter that Drea ordered for me. The problem is I popped the string and I still have not replaced it. So we have our good old fashioned one. But this one actually works really well for getting views and comments on YouTube because people are like, how in the world is this medium? I'm not going to say skinny. How is this medium girl lifting up this 30-pound block of soap and not like falling all over the place? So it does help. Drea was kind enough to say, Zakia, look, there's something that'll make your life easier, but I popped the strings. So I'm going to go ahead and blend up this other lye solution here. And we're also trying something else today. Now, normally you guys know I'll do the two 15-pound batches. But when I made the lotion, I found that I could make 30 pounds of lotion in my really big bowl. So I think I'm going to try and make 30 pounds of soap in my 30-pound bowl, and we'll see how that goes because I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. Will the odds be in my favor for that one? So I'm just going ahead and stirring this one up, and we shall see. Tell me, how is my volume? Because I have my AirPods on today, and I feel like I'm I don't want to say throwing my voice, but I'm being much louder than I normally am. And they're the AirPods that have the noise canceling. So I don't really know if I'm like screaming in your ears or if I can actually like bring it down a notch. So let me know how the volume is going. And I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side so that it can cool. I'm going to actually put it over on the counter. It's good. Thank you, Carla. All right, I'm going to put this one over to the side on the counter and let that come down in temperature so that we can move along and get our soap cut here. And you see how it's still a little bit cloudy. By the time we're ready to make the soap, this will be 100% clear and ready to go. All righty, so I'm going to put this over here. So on our little island over there. And I do see some little lye beads because I was a little haphazard as I was going to pour that lye in there. So I'm going to wipe that. I have had a burn. Well, very recently, I had a fried chicken grease burn. That is nothing to play with. I was taking the chicken. I know this is a sidebar. You guys probably don't care. But I'll show you my hand after I take the gloves off. But I was frying chicken and I was turning it with the tongue. And don't you know that chicken wing dropped back into the grease and the oil, hot, popping oil popped up on my hand and burnt the bejesus out of me. I had my aloe vera. So I had I had drenched a paper towel in aloe vera juice and wrapped it around my hand because I could feel the temperature like jumping. Or it was getting very, very hot. I think it's probably like a first-degree burn. It didn't like break the skin, but it was very hot. And you'll see it when I take it off. So be very careful. And I'm only mentioning that because if you have lye that gets on your skin, it'll kind of feel like that if you let it sit on there. So be very careful with like any like little lye pellets that kind of hang out on the floor. No, you sound great. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about it. We've made it. You guys have seen me make these quite a bit. This is our 30-pound block of triple butter blend. I know it's not coming up well with that light. Let me see if I can turn that light off. Hold on, guys. Let me turn the light off and see if that gives you just a little bit less glare. Let's see. It's like mood lighting or not. Yeah, you can see it a little better that way. So this is our 30-pound block of soap. I use these wooden molds and I can't pour soap directly into a wooden mold. So I line my molds with these clean trash bags. I don't like reuse trash bags that have been in the trash, like a brand new trash bag. But I use those so that I'm able to get the soap out of the mold. So that's what this 30-pound block is. But nobody can bathe with anything that's this big. So we have to unmold it and then slice it down into slabs. And I like this mold because look, pose for the camera now, click. Very easy to unmold. We take that, we put it off to the side, and then what we do is we just pull the plastic down on all four sides. Now, the girl who made these molds, I had these molds custom made. I have 3 of them. I don't know if she did it by design, but it actually works to flip the bottom over. So when I'm sliding the soap through, it has something to land on. Carla, what you say? You said that happened to me. My tongues came from your tongues came from the dollar store. Never again. And I just didn't have a really good grasp on it when I was lifting it out of the grease. Like I could feel that it was a little, but I said, well, maybe I got a little bit of time, but it just dropped right off. And that was super painful. Now, sometimes just lifting it, and then what we do is I lift it to the side, and then I'll pull the plastic off the back of it. And this is the triple butter blend. It has no color, no fragrance, nothing added to it. It's just our proprietary formula with the cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, olive oil, coconut oil, all the good things for your skin. And as you can see, we end up with a really large block of soap. And it's heavy. 30 pounds is like a 7-month-old baby or a 1-year-old, depending on. And so what we'll do is I'll keep lifting it because I now have to get it off of this side, and then I'll be able to pull that paper. I do not get rid of this plastic bag. We're going to reuse it for the lemongrass. I'm just going to put it off to the side and keep it moving, Carol Ann. Now, we also need some parchment paper, which we have here. And I think I'm also going to try and take some photographs in a second. Oh, you know what? Sometimes those comments don't come up. Let me bring this up on my phone. Some things are acting weird. Yeah, not even showing. Yeah, so I'm sorry, Lady Kiera. Thank you for the stars. Facebook, for whatever reason, does not show me you guys' comments, so I have to bring you up on my phone. And Laura is here as well. So I'm imagining some of you are watching on Live Soap School or on YouTube or something. I need that soap. I know, right? Give me that soap, Zakia. All right, so we're going to try and actually get a picture to put on the website after I cut the slabs, because I'm getting more orders for, like, be careful what you live stream. Here's a side note. Because some of my customers, they have asked for like an entire loaf, like just one. Now they're saying, can I have an entire 30 pounds? Because then that way I won't have to order for a couple of months. So be careful what you live stream, is that part, because you might get orders for exactly that, not just an individual bar or an individual loaf. But I need to take pictures of the loaves so people can see if I get an individual loaf or if I get an entire slab, what does that look like? So what we'll do is we will lift this up. Ugh, almost dropped it. And this is why I say, if you make soap, you never need to go to the gym for arm day. You never do. And then what we do is we slide it on here. I did want to change your view. Let's bring you that way so you can see. Yeah. So if I slide this, oh, darn it. Look, it matches up perfectly so it can land right on there like that. All right, let's get this baby cut. Oh, I feel like I adjusted my movement there. Oh, there you go. And then here is one loaf right there. You guys can see that. And then it just goes all the way around like that. So that's one loaf, but still too big to bathe with. So we're going to get 4 out of this one. Now, if I were to cut it, and I kind of want to try this. We're going to try it. We're going to do it for the, no, I'm going to do it this way first. I'll do the lemongrass the opposite way because I was saying maybe cut it this way. I would end up with more slabs, but then I can't do that now because I've already messed up the math by cutting it this way. So not only do you get an arm workout, you get the sweat pouring down off your body when you're doing this. So literal blood, sweat, and tears when you are making products with love, of course. And then I hold this, and then it slides right through like butter. Ugh. Jesus, Carolyn. That's a lot. It's a lot going on. And then here's this loaf right there. And bring it a little closer. Yeah, you can see it. And then we'll get two more with one more slice. Ugh. That last clink is music to my ears. And then here are the last two loaves there. So hopefully you guys were able to see that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our little photo backdrops, and I'm going to quickly grab a couple of shots of the loaves so I can update the website for what a slab would be. Alrighty. So remember, I don't know if you guys were here for the last broadcast that we did, but I got a ton of photo backdrops. Here, let me switch you guys back over. I got a ton of photo backdrops. I'm going to try before I cut these into individual bars to get a photo for the website. Should probably get that soap off of there. Normally I would try and pretend like I'm going to like get that in my hand. I'll sweep it at some point, but right now it's just going on the studio floor. We don't have that kind of time, Carolyn. So I'm going to try with this backside first. And what this does is it allows me to put a faux backdrop. I think it needs to be a little bit lower. So I have a little more room down there. Yep. And then I'll turn the light back on so I don't get that shadow. We might still get the shadow, but that's okay. And then I'll prop these. There's one. No, I would slice it for them, Carla. But they want to know like how many bars. A whole slab will give you 90 bars of soap, whereas an individual loaf gives you. I'm about to get my math wrong, so don't start me to. I'll tell you as soon as we cut it. But instead of just ordering an individual loaf, like if you have like a party or something like that, I don't know how I'm gonna set that up. I probably needed to use the bigger one. All right, where's my phone? Hey, Anna, how are you? I need the arm workout. Right? All right. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get a picture. Hopefully, I got to clean my camera. My camera is always grainy and greasy. It's not that I'm trying to give a bad um photo. I'm going to have to crop this, but I got to turn this light up and adjust it. Uh-oh. There she goes. You see my product photography skills. All right, so we got a loaf picture for the slab. Now what we'll do is we'll cut it into individual bars, and then I'll get another one with just what a loaf gives you. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing everybody's comments come up on my computer. It's showing me that we have 162 of you watching live. Yolanda is saying, "Hey, everybody. Hello." And if you're watching on my personal Facebook page, for whatever reason, oh, I do want to keep this. For whatever reason, I have to go back to my phone to see what you're saying. So I don't know why that is, but um, thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it up into bars. So if somebody wanted to cut it on their own, they absolutely could. I would not stop them, but generally I would make sure that it got to you with the bars already cut for you. I need another paper towel. First of all, we're going to wipe this. And now my shirt has one of them like low dips, which is why I'm wearing this sweater. But geez, Louise, I wish I could take it off, but I've been too much. It's not like I got a whole lot going on, but you know, you got enough going on. So I got to keep this sweater on, keep it PG. All right. So now what we'll do, let's bring you guys overhead. So then that way you can see how we go from the entire loaf down to the slab. The bars, I'm sorry. Didn't wipe it. And this is just old soap from the last time that we cut. And you really shouldn't just leave the soap sitting on there, but if you could see the number of soap dishes I have hanging out, it's like, I'll get to it. And then I don't. All right. So now that we've wiped that, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just pull this down. Feel like that could be a little bigger. Yeah, that should be bigger. Oh. And then push. Oh, I think I'm gonna pop these tonight. Oh shoot, Carol. I let the soap sit too long. Uh-oh. It won't even go down, guys. Jesus. All right. If I don't get these cut tonight, they're not going to cut. Or they won't be straight bars. There we go. One. And this one is triple butter blend. Oh, all righty. So we got one loaf. Pray for me with the next 3 for this because I'm not necessarily certain that it's going to make it. Send good vibes through the live stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19. I don't count this one as a whole bar because it's like the end piece, so it's super thin, or it's like a half an inch, so it's not the same width as the other one. So each slab gives me 19 bars. You need one of your brothers to help you. Yes, I do. Yes. Well, no, I could do it. I'm strong. I'm strong. I can do it. No, it would be really nice. Let me see. Let me pull you guys. I think I have a side by side view so you can see the anguish that I'm going through to get these bars cut down. If I if I put all my weight on it, it kind of sort of almost goes down, but not quite. Oh, I see why. I waited too long to cut them. This triple butter has been sitting for a week. I do a very heavy uh, lye and water ratio, which means there's not a lot of excess water in here, so they're not super soft to begin with. That's kind of like music, though. When you hear them go pop, 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 pop. All right, so we got that one. Whew. Yeah, you strong. Yeah, you're strong, girlfriend, because this sweat is just like, okay, that's what we doing? All right. Let me see. All right, let's get this one. And then you can see like there's like a little curly Q there. It's like this one is like off kilter. There she goes. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like, I don't know, almost like harp strings. It don't sound like a harp, but it's like a guitar string sound when it finally goes through. And this is why I'll definitely cut the lemongrass tomorrow when we make it, because this is much more than I ever have to push down. I waited, it's been a week since we made this triple butter, which is too long. All right, let me get some sweat so we don't have it going all over people's soap and see what you guys are saying on here. Hey, TC is here too. Hello there. You have done your workout for the week, Drea. That's not just the day. That is the this is the week, Carol Ann. This shall be the week. All right. Almost there. 2 more loaves, and then we're gonna get this lemongrass cut. All right, so put this on here. I'm going to leave a little more on that edge. I'll have a little more waste, but I'm imagining, I'm just making stuff up at that point. It's just hard as a rock. All right, that's 1.5 left. Yes, I am counting down every single one of them. Yeah, so I can guarantee that this is probably going to be fully cured by the end of the week. Definitely will not have to wait 4 to 6 weeks for this to cure. I just ordered that soap cutter. And it's a great soap cutter if you don't wait too long, Janelle, to cut the soap. This soap has been sitting in the mold for a week. Typically, I need to cut my soap within 2 to 3 days. But it's a wonderful soap cutter. I've had this one almost since I started. My cousin got it for me because I was making those high top soaps. And this was the only one that was tall enough and sturdy enough. This one has withstood the test of time for sure. And so, yeah, I highly recommend this one. I highly recommend the one that Drea got me. She ordered it from Turkey, I want to say, but I just don't know or understand how to adjust the strings because I popped the string. Because you can cut the entire loaf and you can cut the individual bars just by turning it. But I'm supposed to be having an automatic soap cutter on its way where I just press a button and it slices it through and slices it. Listen, if that baby shows up, that's a whole nother league for me because as you can see, my before and after of soap cutting videos will be hilarious. It's like night and day. All right, we're almost done. Oh, okay. I usually cut within a day. Yeah. A day is probably best. But I walk in here, the soap is looking at me. I'm looking at the soap. The soap typically wins. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we'll do it another day. And now I'm on live stream, sweating to death, goggles all foggy and whatnot. But it is buying me time for that lye solution to come down. The good news is I have measured out all the oils and the butters for the lemongrass. So that'll be a very quick batch once again. And I think we made it. Mom, I think we made it. We're down to the last half. We're down to the last half. Now, this is one reason why I do like doing 30 pounds, because as you can see, we got more than 4 loaves of soap. Typically, when I'll do the loaves, I'll get 17 bars. Each one of the loaves that we've cut down gives me 19 bars, and it's all in one sitting. So it does save time in the production area. Yeah, see, I think there's something about... Hold on, Paige. I'm live, honey. Don't get on camera. You got on pajamas. Go get on some real clothes. Okay, you're okay. Here comes Paige. Now Paige comes, guys. After all the heavy lifting is done, you can get on now. After all the soap is cut, that way. Say hey, everybody. Or
I'm
not.
making my potatoes. You want to try some?
Yes. What you put in them?
I put hot sauce.
Oh boy.
Salt. The peppers.
Uh-huh.
This sauce that I found is.
You found sauce and did you taste it?
Yeah. It tastes.
Okay.
And then I added a pinch of salt. And then
Okay, come from over there because that has the oil. I don't want your hair over that. It has the spices. Watch it. All right, we're going to quickly take a couple of pictures of this soup.
So one question.
Yeah.
When I do my OPS, can I use this to take like photo shoots of them?
Sure. It's a whole bunch of them.
Oh,
All over there. You see them?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's from the room. Yeah.
Now, of course, I should clean up the bottom and all of that, but I just want you guys to see the backdrop and trying to get a photo. Miss Carla said, hi, Paige. All right, let's switch to this one. All right, watch it, Mama. Let me get this picture. You know how to edit? Come right there. Bring this up. You got it? All right, that's your job. Now, while Paige is taking pictures, what we're going to do is grab the baker's racks or the pans here so I can get the triple butter blend out of the way and we can get started with the lemongrass so this isn't an all-night kind of broadcast. And so what I'll do is I'll put these onto the baker's racks. It would have been smarter as I was cutting them to have them going directly on here so I didn't have to spend this time. Do a couple of pictures with 1 bar by itself and then maybe 3 bars by itself. And then that will go up on the website and on Instagram. I can smell them through the phone, right? Hey, everyone. Greetings from Quebec. Well, hello. We have Canada here. Hi, Big K. How are you? All right. And now, I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see. So I have these little trays here. And then I'll just line up the soap. You got them all? Okay. Did you do just one by itself? Just take the other ones off. Center it in the middle. So this is 1 tray. I don't know if you guys, yeah, that's good. 1 tray of triple butter. Ugh. And I overpacked that one just a taste. You finished? Okay, now do me oh, that's very nice. I like your angles. Start lining them up on that tray. I have to make another batch of soup. So, okay, thank you. Thank you for helping. What do they say? Multiple hands make light work for everybody. They gotta have a little bit of space so air can flow through them, Mama. Just a little bit. They can't be like right on each other. There you go. Uh-oh, battery's dying on here. So I'm going to have to switch you guys over to the regular microphone in a second.
My hair. so silky smooth. This is my actual height.
You're on your tippy toes.
No, I'm not.
All right.
This is my actual height, and then this is me when I'm jumping.
All right, that's 2. And the last one here.
Jesus.
Is it hot in here? Oh man, that's because you weren't cutting that soap. I almost died. My arms were like, really? Is this what you want to do, Carol Ann? All right. So now these are the end pieces here. And then we'll just put these off to the side and I'll wipe this here. Now, again, we're going to try and make this 30 pounds inside of the really big bowl. Paige, what are you doing? Why? I have to check.
Oh wait, Mama, did you guys see my post on your phone? Turn on that.
No, not right now. Not right now. Hello, Paige, from me and my sister Lorraine. Could you clean the soap cutter again? You need one of your brother. Yeah. All right, let's see. I don't know if wiping it down would have helped. I mean, aside from not having as many drag marks on the soap, but I just think it was just too hard. Or I had let the soap get too hard before I cut it. Okay, so for the first time, we are going to try and make the soap in this bowl. Before we do that, we do want to get our liner, and I'll show you how I reuse the liner and get our mold ready. Paige, why are you doing that? Oh. All right, so we will turn this bag inside out. It does have a lot of soap on it, so I don't really know if that's going to go the way I think it will. Zakia never ages, looks like the same as 2017. Hey, CME, how are you? Good evening from Baltimore, Maryland. Senator Bulworth is here. Always asks us, where's Paige? How's Paige? And she's finally back here. Say, hey, everybody. Not really saying it, but she said it.
I said hi.
Lord, what size is that bowl? I have no idea. I got it from the Restaurant Depot. It says a 30 quart. 30 quarts. It's pretty. But the only reason I'm trying this is because I got 30 pounds of lotion in here. And when I got the 30 pounds of lotion, I said, well, we should try the 30 pounds of soap. I know it's going to be big. I'm not worrying about trying to pour it all from out of here because I have a bowl that I'm going to kind of get some of it out with. And the reason I want to do that is I do notice that sometimes, and as you can see, let's just talk about the reuse and recycle. I just flipped that bag inside out and we're just using the inside of it to line this mold. After I take this soap out of here, what I'll end up doing is then using this as the trash bag for in the soap studio. All right, so now I'm gonna get that lined inside. Oh, you can't see overhead. Let's switch you.
If you steal my snacks.
No, that's not the right one.
If you steal my snacks.
They can hear you though.
If you take my snacks, you will get a tornado. Don't take my snacks.
Oh, you talk about that video you made.
Yes. And I will. Can you post?
No, that says, "Can you support me?" What is that? Oh, cousin Keita is here too. Say hey, hey, hey.
Hello. Hello.
All right, so now. Nobody's taking your snacks, Paige. Nobody's even close enough to you to take your snacks, kid.
We don't have some problems, all right?
All right, so that's as lined as it's going to get. It's not a great lining, because typically what we get is with a fresh bag, you have your corners are nice and crisp. These are a little extra. All right, Paige, I'm about to start working with some lies, so you're gonna have to go on the other side.
Goodbye. I'm gonna take a look.
All right, let's see. Am I missing anything? I don't think so.
I would never understand how cool it is to have a celebrity as a
I am not a celebrity. Far from it, kid. You just watch me on YouTube, that's all. All right. That bowl is big enough for Paige to take to take snow sledding. Yes, for sure. All right. All right, let me bring you guys this way. All right, so I still need to measure out the green that we're going to be using for the lemongrass. I'm going to add both this green color as well as some yellow. And I'm using a mica colorant for the yellow. This is an FD, and I don't want that dark yellow. Slug bug, that's a little too bright. Yes.
What use the color that you need needs to be simple.
I already know, but I'm
wide.
trying to, it's going to be this yellow and green for the lemongrass. So I'm using this yellow here, and then I'm also using this green. The reason why we're going in, we're going to try to do one pot is so that I can get a better control over the swirl. Paige, I need a spoon. Can you go get me one out of the house, please? A metal spoon. Like bigger than this one, because I'm going to need it for the spoon. Not this size. A bigger one than this. Not huge, though. She's just going to get what she wants. I already know that. All right. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just add the yellow into here. And then the green, I'm going to add into here. And then it'll have its natural white color as well. No, that's too big. It's in the drawer. Show them the spoon you got. That would be one heck of a spoon swirl, girlfriend.
You get an arm workout.
No.
You be buff.
No, baby. That's a little too big. That's a little bit too much green.
Mama.
I want more yellow. Yes, Paige.
When I was over there, I saw the fruit and it was like a black inside.
What are you making? Turn the oven off.
It was potatoes.
Okay, yeah, no. Wait until I come over. So, yeah, I can smell it. Jesus Christ. All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead and get this blended up. I need the odds to be ever in my favor in terms of getting all of the oil inside of the pot. Let's see. We want this to go. Yeah, this stick blender has kicked the bucket. Let me switch stick blenders. I don't know if you guys remember the last time that we were live. No, that's okay. This stick blender was one I've had for a long time, and it's now separated, so it's not going to work anymore. So let's grab another one. Move, Philly. All right, now we have this one here. Oh, it's not. Dang it. The other one was probably working fine too. So that's our test to make sure that we'll actually have some stick blending action going. Push it over. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to check our temperature with the lye solution first. Oh, it's still pretty daggone hot. It's at 150. That's not good. All right, let's see if we can actually get the oil in here. So this is 15 pounds of oil measured into this bowl. So this has, again, our cocoa butter. I did the same thing when I made the lotion. The cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, and jojoba oil. And I think we will be fine with this as well. Yep, we'll be able to get the entire batch in here. Samson may just have a new 400-watt stick blender in his sleigh. I'm hoping. Listen, we could use Uma. You want to use Uma? We should use Uma for this one. She's on the wall behind the island over there.
Let me show you Uma. If you're a long follower who's been following your mom, then you know who Uma is.
Yeah, Uma is our life-size stick blender. The bottom half is all the way in the back, hanging on the wall. Yeah. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, that part is, but when you put them together, they're not. But it does stand up by itself. And then this is the other 15 pounds, the same recipe, just measured out in 2 pots. And hopefully by doing it this way, the soap comes to saponification, or it emulsifies all at the same time, and I don't have 2 different textures when I'm going to pour it in the 30-pound batch. Come on this side. They can't see you from there.
Just to demonstrate, when we snack the bigger part on, this is the big.
That is the bigger stick blender. It has a very powerful motor. The problem is our lye solution is still at about 150 degrees, which is very surprising because it normally would drop temperature much faster than that. I definitely cannot soap with it at that high of a temperature. But I think we will be in very good shape to, here, let me bring you overhead. We'll be in fine shape. We still have plenty of room for the lye solution to be able to measure everything out in here together.
Is this the top to it?
No, that's the double blender. It's a long, here, I'll show you.
Is it pink?
No, it's this one with the screw.
Oh, right.
So we'll definitely have the room, which is great news. And then what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to measure out the colors that I want and get some really nice swirls inside of the soap. The problem is, hey Sarah, the problem is right now our temperatures are just too high to soap at. Let me switch you guys one more time. The lye solution is still at about 150 degrees. I need that to come down to at least 115, so that the soap doesn't crack or give me a false trace, or all the things that typically happen when I soak at too high of a temperature. My oils are at about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which are fine, but that lye over there is still pretty hot. Here, I'll bring it back over. I thought I would have had enough time with the cutting of the soap. Look, yeah, this is saying, you guys can't see it, but it's saying 152 0.5, 0.6 degrees Fahrenheit. What'll happen if I try to make the soap at this with this lye solution at this temperature? It's not going to end well. It's just way too high. So I need it to come down about 20, 30 degrees. That'll give me a chance to kind of catch my breath. We'll come back in about 25 minutes, I'm imagining. So it is 6:07 Eastern time. So let's say 6:45 to give me plenty of time. And depending on where you are, that's 6:45 Eastern. We will conclude Super Soap Sunday by making our 30-pound batch of lemongrass soap. And then I'll catch you all soon. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
For now, yes.